Hi Academy members, I'm Dr. Lauren Esposito.
And I'm Dr. Rayna Bell.
And we are so excited to officially welcome you to the Academy's New Islands Initiative.
So we're here in the Lesser Antilles in the Caribbean, and we're on the small volcanic island of Saba. And we're here to launch the first expedition of the initiative, and we can't wait to share some of our discoveries and some of the milestones as we work towards halting biodiversity loss on 5 tropical archipelagos around the world by the year 2030.
Tropical islands like this one contain the highest density of unique plants and animals in the world. However, islands have also borne the burden of the greatest proportion of biodiversity loss in recent history, with 75% of all documented extinctions occurring on islands. Because of their size and isolation, islands have simpler ecosystems with fewer species. Their connections are more fragile between species, and there's fewer redundancies in the ecosystem that are played by all of the various plants and animals living here. With continued human development and increasingly severe effects caused by global change, island ecosystems and communities are under siege.
Even though islands are in trouble, they also represent a unique opportunity. And that's because their relative simplicity means that we can better understand them. And if we can solve the biodiversity crisis on islands, then we should be able to apply those methods at scale to larger and more complex ecosystems like California. And so we're here on Saba to collect the kinds of data that we'll be using throughout the initiative. By sampling plants and animals across this and other islands, we'll be developing a really deep understanding of the stability of their populations. And this, in turn, will point us to places where island communities are relatively stable and will be resilient in the face of future change, and to places where we need to plan interventions for the future to ensure that these island organisms and the human populations that rely on them can continue to thrive.
So in case you're wondering, you might hear some honking in the background. That's because here on Saba, there's one island that circumnavigates the steep volcanic cliffs.
One road.
If you're wondering what that honking is in the background, that's because here on Saba, there's one road that navigates the steep volcanic cliffs of the island. And currently there's a cement truck delivering some cement to repair the island from the last natural disaster, a huge hurricane that occurred in 2018.
And it honks the whole way because there are infinite blind turns.
Infinite. And maybe 1.5 lanes total.
Like, Lauren.
Is that the truck or the goat? Hard to tell.
I'm pretty sure that was a truck.
Oh,
You see?
wow, that's a big turn.
Our work on islands will include the creation of a STEM leadership cohort of graduate students from or with direct ties to the places where we'll be working. These future leaders will drive scientific research to study whole ecosystems on islands, and their inclusion in a global cohort will give them an international network of peers and collaborators who are facing the same challenges on their own home islands. We will also be working in partnership with local educators to bring the Academy's special brand of environmental learning to island school children, tailored to their own island's unique plants and animals. And finally, we'll be working to bring all of our partners, from local governments and NGOs to ordinary island citizens, together through convenings and pop-up exhibits that celebrate and center the greatest riches of islands, their unique biodiversity. We will work together to develop a new future for islands, one that includes biodiversity-centered green economies.
So not only are islands the legacy of the Academy's scientific research, but we believe that they're also the future of a more resilient and thriving world, and we can't wait to tell you more. Thank you so much for your support. Being a member at the Academy helps make critical work and initiatives like this one possible. So stay tuned, because there will be a lot more to come. And in fact, when we're back at the Academy, we'll be doing an upcoming members talk about this trip. And if you're seeing this after that's already aired, you can watch the recording.
Thanks again from both of us. We can't wait to share more with you.
See you soon.